Okay, review from yesterday. How to find an inverse. Let's just say that we're starting with this function. You don't have to write this down, just absorb. We're starting with this matrix. We got to go find that determinant first. Determinant is that whole A times D minus B times C. What's going to be that A times D? -4? Yeah. Agreed. Minus, what's this going to get me? Very good. So do you agree it's -4 minus a 12? Good. What's my determinant? -16. What we do with that, you guys, is we take that and we put it right here. So now my inverse is going to be 1 over my -16. Could I put my negative up top instead? Yeah, to me, that's a little easier. And we're going to multiply that by, look what they make us do. It used to be A, B, C, D. What do we do with our A? And let me write that above just so to help you. It used to be A, B, C, D. What did they do with our A and our D? They moved them, right? So you guys, what goes right here and here if this is my original? 1, -4, right? Then what did they do with my B and my C? They made them negative. So what would these turn into? 6 and 2. You guys, the inverse is just distributing that 1/16 in. We got that. If I distribute my 1/16 in, wow. Let's do this, some mental math. -1/16 times 1? -1/16. -1/16 times 6? -3 over 8. I love it. -1/16 times 2? -1/8. And -1/16 times -4? +4/16, which would be 1/4. You guys, you just found the inverse. Like, what do I even do with that? We're going to find out today. Tatum? We're going to find out today. Here's how we do. Here's my inverse. The whole point of an inverse. And you're like, I don't know if I got that right. Here's how we're going to tell. You take that inverse. Again, I'm having you be a sponge because we're going to practice this together in just a second. And you multiply it by your original. What? We take that inverse. We multiply it by the original. I just got that from right there.
You'd get 1.
And we should get 1. We should get the equivalent in a matrix of 1. Do you remember what that looks like? 1, 0, 0, 1. Let's double check. It's going to look, it should be 1, 0, 0, 1. Let's double check. How would I get this spot? Do you agree that is the top row left column? Top row left column. Guys, what's negative times a negative going to get me? 1/16 times 4 would get me 4/16, which is 1/4. I'm going to write this down. You might have it in your calculator. Plus or minus negative times negative? Positive. 3/8 times 2. 3 over 8 times 2 over 1 would get me 6 over 8. 6 over 8 is the same as 3/4. What is 1/4 plus 3/4? 4/4, which is 1. Can you use your calculator for that? Sure. If you're going into AP Calc, I want us practicing with our noggin instead. Ooh, what do we hope to get over here? A 0. This is top row right column. Top row right column, what's this going to get me? You can give it to me unsimplified. True, unsimplified? 6/16, right, guys? There's no shame with that. If we have 6/16, and what are we going to add that to? -3/8. And Bob, I should have listened to you at first. You guys agree 6/16 is 3/8, and 3/8 minus 3/8 gets a 0. Yeah. Cool. Okay, this is looking good. Bottom row left column. Bottom row left column. What do we get here? -1/8 times -4. Yeah, it would get +4/8, which is a half, plus -2/4. So I'd have 1/2 plus -2/4. What's -2/4 the same as? -1/2, right? 1/2 plus -1/2? 0. Last one. We hope to get a 1 here. Bottom row right column. How about this? 6/8 or 3/4 plus
1/4.
1/4. 3/4 plus 1/4, 4/4?
1.
1. Now, here's what you love about this. On a quiz, you're going to be like, this is my inverse, I think, right? When you do this, there is no way that's wrong. You're like, boom, this is my inverse. Boom, drop the mic. If you draw me that picture on your test, I'll give you a bonus point. Yesterday we were here, we had found our inverse. You guys, we don't know if this is right. Let's go multiply it by our orig to see if we get what we need, which is 1001. Everybody grab a calculator, or if you're like, I don't want a calculator, I want to use my noggin, I applaud that a lot. What I want us to practice, we're on page 37, is I want you to write our inverse here. 1/5, 3/20, -1/5, 1/10. I want you to multiply that by our original, 2 - 3, fo. Okay, you guys, here we are saying, is my inverse correct? This is what we're doing. You guys, do you think it'd matter which one I put first? Since they're both 2 by 2s, it doesn't matter. But I'm really hoping. It says prove that you found the inverse, meaning my original function times my inverse should get me 1001.
Yes.
Okay, actually, I'm curious if this, because I did switch the order. Let's see what we got. Yeah, okay, see what we get. Boom, boom, here we go. Mental math or calculate it. Don't just be a clam and sit there.
A clam strip.
One, yeah, okay, yeah, right here. Boop, 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 boop. Top row, left column.
Gas station.
Top row, left column. Here we go. What's 1/5 times 2? 1/5 times 2. 2/5 plus 12/20. 2/5 plus 12/20. 12/20 we could reduce by 4, so we'd get 3/5. Is 2/5 plus 3/5 5/5? Boom. We're feeling good. If you type that in your calculator, you're fine, you guys. This one here is top row, right column. Top row, right column, boom. -3/5 plus 12/20. Before we said 12/20 was 3/5. So what's -3/5 plus 3/5? Ooh, I like ye. I like ye a lot. Aight. Bottom row, left column. Bottom row, left column. How about this guy? -2/5 plus 4/10 is the same as 2/5. -2/5 plus 2/5? 0. How about this guy? Last one. 3/5 plus 4/10 is the same as 2/5. 3/5 plus 2/5? 5/5, which gets me 1. Do you have to draw yourself dropping the mic right now?
No.
Has to be farther down.
Oh, nice one.
You got the arrows, remember?
Then this is going to be me grading. I want a good drop the mic, okay? You're like, why have I learned determinants, inverses, and all that jazz? It's because we can solve systems of equations that we've graphed to solve them before. We've done substitution, we've done elimination. You can also use matrices to solve a system of equations. No. Yeah, I know, it's cray-cray. It is cray-cray. So here's the deal. I want to teach you one. And the whole point of all this madness, after you drop that mic for our bonus point, right, is to solve this system. And you're like, dude, couldn't I just do substitution or elimination to solve this? Yeah, you could, but I'm just here to teach you one more way to do it, okay? One more way. And here's how we do it. I want us to learn how to write this system as a matrix. And here's how we do. To write this system of equations as a matrix, you're going to just make a 2 by 2, and you're going to just pull these numbers, boom, 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 and put it in a 2 by 2. We're going to say 3, 2, 5, 4. We can do that. We extracted those numbers. You're going to say when I multiply those by my variables, that gets me the constants at the end. The constants are just what it equals right here. We're going to say, all right, this times this gets me 5 and 7. So we've just written our system as a matrix. Okay, I'm here to tell you, in order to solve a system of equations with matrices, all you've got to do is multiply this by its inverse. Let's start with that. We got to go find the inverse. My bad. Let's just go find the inverse first. So this is just a little practice again. To find the inverse, the equation was 1 over the determinant times dA negative b negative c. So let's go find that determinant of this cute little ditty. What would it be? What minus what? 12 minus 10. What's my determinant? 2. So what do I have to put that over? I'm sorry, under. Yeah, thanks, buddy. 1/2. Let's go flippity dippity. My 3 and my 4, they got to move. They're going to become 4 and 3. My people, you're beautiful. What about my B and my C? They become negative. -2, -5. You guys, my inverse is what I get when I distribute that half. It's nice that it's just a half this time. Let's distribute that half, you guys. What's half times 4? Half of -2? Half of -5? -2.5 or -5 halves? I don't care. Which way do we want to write it? 5 halves. She says, let's make it. Birthday girl plus 1 day. 1/2 times 3? Wouldn't it be positive 3 halves? Did I mess up though?
No.
Okay. Phew. You guys, here's the deal. All you got to do in order to solve for this matrix, and I know all you got to do, you're like, we've done so much. I hear you. You always take, the inverse times the constants, and we're done. We've solved for our x and our y. That's the last step. You take your inverse, which we said was 2, -1, -5 halves, 3 halves, and we're going to multiply them by our constants, which were 5 and 7. Can we multiply them? We have a what by what to start. 2 by 2. What's this guy? Left and right? Yeah, this is 2 by 1. Can I multiply him? What will my final answer look like? It's a 2. So we said our final answer is going to be a 2 by 1. 2 by 1 left to right. That's going to be my x and my y. That's going to be where they intersect. Here we go. Mateo, you got me. You got me? You got me. Mateo, you agree. This is top row, only column. Top row, only column. Here we go. Mateo, what's this going to get me? 10.
Wait, how do you put?
That'd be 17.
Wait, careful. What's -1 times 7?
-7.
Good. So 10 minus 7.
3.
Yeah. So I think you were just thinking it is A times D minus B times C when we're finding a determinant.
Flip those around. -5 halves and -1, right?
Nope. Look, from my inverse. Oh, no, that's my inverse. Do you see how that's my part of my
Yeah.
inverse? But no, you take the inverse. You don't do anything because I already moved things around here to get my inverse.
But the formula for that is -b, and b equal for the norm. Oh, I see. I flipped it around before it.
No problem, Koopy. No problem.
Okay.
So just like Mateo said, 10 plus -7 gets me 3, right, Mateo?
Yeah.
And then what about this one? Bottom row, only column. Bottom row, what's this going to get me? -25 halves plus -25 halves plus 21 halves would get me how many halves? -4 halves is -2. You guys, these two lines, it is very complicated, are going to intersect at the point 3, -2. And I can prove it to you. Here's the rundown. Ready, Bob? Real fast. Because you're going to have one of these. When you're given a system, you're going to write it as a matrix. You're going to go find the inverse of my 2 by 2. We did that right here. You take the inverse times the constants. Boom. That's your point of intersection. Okay? So here's what I want today to look like. So I want you to practice what we just did. Let's just have you do these top two. That's it. Let's just do 36 and 37. You don't have to do that one.